Number 88, Matt Cromer. Number 8, Malik Taylor. Number 11, John Michael Owens. Kicking tonight for the Syrupmakers, number 40, Aldair Cortez. Doing the punting for the Makers, number 27, Parker Duncan. The defensive lineup for the Syrupmakers is as follows. Number 90, Jeremiah Gordon. 95, Quan Sherman. Number 53 is Terry Patterson. Number 13, Todd Brown. Number 35, Hunter Fairclough. Number 22, Walter Grant. Number 32, Jasari Patterson. Number 7, Jamel Chin. Number 10, Tajay Vicks. Number 12, Caleb Crawford. 43, Jamal Thomas. Syrupmaker Marching Band.
And at this time, we'd like to introduce to you our senior football players, our cheerleaders, our ROTC cadets, and also our Syrup boys. And then in a few minutes, we'll introduce our Syrupmaker senior band members. At this time, we'll begin with our football players. Representing number 8, Malik Taylor, his mother, Sharon Millard, and father, Spencer Taylor. Number 9, Edward Morris, his mother, Pamela Perkins, and father, Edward Morris Sr. Number 14, Dylan Gilliard, represented by his grandfather, Greg Gilliard. Number 27, Parker Duncan, represented by his mother, Lara Starr, and father, Farrell Duncan. Number 33, Antonio Wynn, represented by Aunt LaFay Thompson and Uncle Chris Thompson. Number 35, Hunter Fairclough, represented by his father, Chad Fairclough. Number 37, Marquise Jackson, represented by his grandfather, Johnny Jackson. Number 50, Kobe Pierce, represented by his parents, Drew and Shanda Pierce. Number 55, Jerome Mullins, represented by his parents, Jerome Sr. and Ventricia Mullins. Number 77, Patrick Preston, represented by his aunt Mary Adams and cousin John Reddick. And number 84, Timothy Monroe, represented by his mother Yolanda Bell and father Charlie Thomas. Our Syrupmaker football players. And now our senior cheerleaders. Meredith Mitchell, represented by her parents Randy and Jean Mitchell. Karen Wilson, represented by her parents Dorothy and Howard Wilson. Kiana Thomas, represented by her mother and stepfather, Fan and Joseph Edward. Kellen Taylor, represented by her parents, Chris and Julie Taylor. Madison Moore, represented by her parents, Nivy and Michael Moore. Tanner Starr, represented by her mother, April Hester and stepfather, Johnny Hester. Carly Nelson, represented by her parents, Amy Womble and Carlton Nelson. And now, our senior ROTC cadets. Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class Bryant Bell, represented by his sister, Sierra Harrell. Cadet Seaman Recruit Kentrey Horton, represented by his aunt, Melissa McClendon and Uncle Jimmy McClendon. Cadet Seaman Frederick Knight, represented by his mother, Felicia Anderson and Aunt Geometric Murphy. Cadet Seaman Apprentice Takea Reagan, represented by her uncle, Marcus Mitchell. Cadet Seaman Shedrick Miller, represented by his cousin, Marquita Shazer, Lily Smith, and Anna Imogen. Cadet Seaman Monica Walden, represented by mother, Amanda Wilkinson, and father, Michael Walden. Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class James Monk, represented by his mother, Linda Austin, and sister, Iris Loudermilk. Cadet Petty Officer 2nd Class Connor Prince, represented by his mother, Holly Allen. Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Dylan Cox, represented by his mother and father, Beverly and Bill Cox. And Cadet Lieutenant Commander Raymond Sullivan, represented by his mother and father, Jessica and Donald Sullivan. And now our CERT boys, Lexington Beers, represented by his parents, Paul and Selena Beers. And Chase Dean, represented by his parents, Chad and Janet Dean. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for our senior Syrupmaker football players, our cheerleaders, ROTC cadets, and our CERT boys and their representatives. With pride, they give their best. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Kermit Gilliard, Superintendent of Grady County Schools, and Mr. Chris Loki, Principal of Cairo High School, proudly present for your pregame entertainment one of South Georgia's great traditions, the Cairo High School Marching Syrupmaker Band. Major Rebecca Roberts and the CHS Majorettes. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats for our invocation, given tonight by Ryan Waldrop, a Cairo High School soccer player and a member of the Cairo High School FCA, and then remain standing as Director of Bands John Scanley leads the Syrupmaker Band in the playing of our national anthem. And now, our invocation.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for letting us gather here tonight. Please watch over these players, coaches, referees, fans, and band members, and let everyone return home safely. In the name we pray, amen.
ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the near sideline once again as we will pay honor to our senior Syrupmaker band members. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are our senior Syrupmaker band members and their representatives. Julia Bass, escorted by her mother, Gina Bear, and father, Joe Bass. Tyler Brady is escorted by his mother, Becky Brady, and father, Walter Brady. Caitlin Bryan is escorted by her father, Ashlyn Bryan, and stepmother, Tammy Bryan. Danielle Carroll is escorted by her father, Jimmy Carroll, and brother, Hunter Carroll. Lauren Castles is escorted by her parents, John and Kelly Castles. Kelly Coleman is escorted by her father, David Coleman Sr., and stepmother, Carrie Coleman. Garrison Courtney is escorted by his parents, Art and Christy Courtney. Araceli De Leon is escorted by her mother, Paulina Hernandez, and father, Annabelle Reynosa. Alexis Edwards is escorted by her mother, Stephanie Shine, and stepfather, Mario Shine. Connor Ezel, escorted by his parents, Jeff and Lisa Ezel. Kaylee Finberg is escorted by her mother, Crystal Jackson, and stepfather, Robert Jackson. Matthew Freeman is escorted by his parents, Micah and Erica Freeman. Eldrick Harrison is escorted by his parents, Eldrick Harrison Sr. and Lakeda Rogers. Reagan Howe is escorted by her parents, Casey and Tracy Howe. Macy Kiesler is escorted by her parents, George and Sherry Kiesler. Destiny Lurie is escorted by her mother, Denise Lurie, and sister, Alea Lurie. Trevor Patton is escorted by his mother, Tamala Best, and stepfather, Michael Best. Madison Portavin is escorted by her father, Kenny Portavin. Katie Rathel is escorted by her mother, Amy Rathel. Rebecca Roberts is escorted by her parents, Jeremy and Missy Roberts. Brittany Ruby is escorted by her mother, Samantha Ruby. Jasmine Smith is escorted by her parents, BJ and Jolanda McCoy. Jared Stinnett is escorted by his father, Michael Stinnett. Ben Strickland is escorted by his parents, Earl and Dana Strickland. Katie Tolliver is escorted by her parents, Scott and Cindy Tolliver. Jeremy Thomas is escorted by his parents, Michael and Teresa Thomas. Whitney Thursby is escorted by her mother, Angel Baker, and father, Robert Thursby Jr. Mackenzie Trim is escorted by her mother, Heather Thursby, and father, Robert Thursby Jr. Hilda Trejo is escorted by her parents, Pantaleon and Maria Trejo. Naz Vandergrift is escorted tonight by Mr. Pat Ballou. Saria Vasquez is escorted by her mother, Abdulia Nolasco, and father, Meneses Vasquez. Lauren Waldron is escorted by her mother, Sandra Roberts, and grandfather, Charles Waldron. Josh Ward is escorted by his parents, Dennis and Sharon Ward. Elizabeth Watkins is escorted by her mother, Juliana Stone, and father, Stacy Watkins. Frederica Williams is escorted by her mother, Annette Bogan. And Shanita Williams is escorted by her mother, Lakemia Williams, and Aunt Kynthia James. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior Syrupmaker band members and their escorts, with pride, they have given their best. And now the band will present to them the Cairo High School alma mater. around the stadium for tonight's Region 1-4A Championship game between the Bainbridge Bearcats and your Cairo High School Syrupmakers. Fans, what's the time? It's time for red and black attack. Let's help our Syrupmaker band out now with the Hey Song. Fans, here we go.
Bearcats will be receiving the opening kickoff. Syrupmakers defending north end zone.